Okay, this is rare for me. To just make a video where like I'm actually like bearing my soul and like I haven't taken a shower in a couple days because of like extreme tooth pain. That I'm sure a few of you can relate to, especially Jen. And I'm so glad that you took my advice and got that clove oil stuff or whatever from the Red Cross. That's made by the Red Cross because it's a godsend. And had I not gotten that, I would have had to go to the hospital again. Which I mean, I don't have. I don't. It's an insurance thing and my disability thing. That's beside the point. I was just I wanted to like kind of do like a story time about like my mirror experiences and how I really think that my alter self or the other version of myself or the version of myself in a parallel reality, alternate reality. I know the terminology is a little bit up in the air when it comes to this kind of thing because we don't know exactly why it's happening. I mean, yes, I mean I guess we could say the main theory is that Cern got involved and the world ended in 2012. If I'm not mistaken, the reason I feel like that is because I if I think back to the year 2012, it's like everything since then has been so hyper what's the word? Like almost dramatized, as if it's like a newscast, as if our existences are a newscast, and it's just everything's over the top, everything's ridiculous. I mean, from the animals to the our anatomical changes to the geographical changes. It's all just it's overwhelming, and I think that I'm in. Okay, like the first time that I saw myself in the reflection, and my reflection wasn't making eye contact with me, and I didn't want to make eye contact with him. I guess I could say him. I don't know if it's an it. I'm not sure. Like once again, the terminology. This is my first story time about Emmys and this time travel. I don't know what we're discussing. It makes me feel like a crazy person, but not with you guys. So, we actually like grabbed hands through the mirror this time. I felt his hand, and like we didn't have to speak. It's like we could speak without verbiage, and it was me. It was we made eye contact, and I saw myself, and I saw all the pain and the struggles, but I also saw a little bit more. I don't know if the word is enthusiasm, but maybe more like of a lust for life, and maybe that this alternate self is maybe like not as like disabled and unhealthy and sickly and has tooth pain and Marfan syndrome and rheumatoid arthritis and Sjogren's disease and the list goes on and on. And I'm not trying to have a pity party, but so you know what? I was like, if I can actually do this and if I can actually time warp and shift to a different self, I'll do it and I'll take the risk because what's the worst that could happen if it is just an alternate version of myself? Then I mean, I wonder how different it could possibly be. So I mean, we actually physically like switched places. I went through the mirror, he came through my side of the mirror, and then he was no longer. It was just my reflection again. I was in my RV, and Joe was here, and all my pets are here. My clothes are the same. Our clothes were also the same, and there was no different furniture this time as well. This morning, yeah, it'd be this morning because it was after midnight. Uh, and I, the only thing that I've noticed is that like colors are more vibrant. I'm like a lot more masculine. I don't know if you guys get the vibe from this video, and it's funny because I'm sure I'm just as feminine. I'm not really sure, but like I just have this like masculine energy. I just like woke up with it this morning, and like I had sort of forgotten that we had switched places, and which makes it even seem more natural, less than it's not nearly as invasive and as troubling as I assumed the first time that we had like made a connection. I don't know if this is my higher self like giving me some like pointers about our creator and what we're supposed to do here under the dome, or what the gamer in the sky is gonna when he pushes the X button. This is what happens in my world. I don't know, but I wanted to share with you guys and give you guys a little bit more insight into me personally, um, as opposed to just like sending like quote unquote cute selfies and like videos of me lip syncing, and that's just what I'm more comfortable doing because like I'm a natural entertainer and a writer and a poet, and I call myself a singer, but I'm really just a songwriter. I can't carry a tune to save my life, and I'll be the first one to tell you I just love to sing anyway. But I want to say like hi to Michael and Helen and Jen and Dominic, and I just really want to say thank you guys for all the love and support you guys have been showing me lately. And Helen, you're an absolute treasure, and you're a doll, and I love your channel. And thank you for the shout out once again on your Christmas video. And Dom, I cannot there are no words for how much I appreciate you actually taking my input on the story that you're writing, the story that you're telling, solely because the character Cameron is based on my physical appearance. You know, you didn't have to do that, but it's so flattering and it's so nice and it's so much fun to like get my creative juices flowing again. And Jen, I'm so glad that your tooth feels better. Like I really am. Like thank you so much for telling me, and I can't wait until you're like well enough that we can all do a group chat again. But and also Helen, you have the cutest voice ever, and like I'm pretty sure I can say that because I'm probably 9 out of 10 of you think that like I sound like a total redneck. I tried to disguise my southern accent, but it's super difficult, and it's only because of the stereotypical like if you sound like a southern person, you're automatically like labeled an idiot, and it's not a stereotype. It's just kind of like what people think. So I tried to strive to not do that, but oh, this was not easy for me. I hope that I wasn't too nervous and I didn't like go off on too many tangents, but this is my this is a different version of me, and that's the only way I can say it. I don't know if you guys can tell, if you get that vibe, if I'm acting differently, if I'm speaking differently, if my vocal tone is different than it normally is. I'd like some feedback because I know that you guys are going to be honest with me and are going to continue to enlighten me, because it's the only word that I can use that even comes close to, and I can't even say explaining, comes close to somewhat summarizing what this may be. And I guess that's the best way to put it. But now I'm rambling, and it's time to go. I love you if you're watching this, and even if you're not, I love you, and hopefully we can figure out what this is together. Because if we can figure it out, like I said, like I'm going to try to document something. If this keeps happening daily, and I can document something, wouldn't it be monumental, like fucking astronomically monumental, if we as a group, like we're the ones to discover like what's actually going on and have like physical proof of it, where like there's no Photoshop involved, and we can have the video tested and authenticated. And I know that's not what it's about, but don't you guys want to know exactly what it is too? I just it plagues me and it baffles me, and it keeps me up at night. It does. I'd be lying if I said it didn't. Like I'm about at my 6 or 7 month awakening anniversary, and I just think that I've evolved faster than the majority of you. And I don't say that as like in a cocky way. It's just like based on the stories that I've heard, it's taken you guys years to get to the point that um, I've gotten to. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if that means that there's something in me that's different, something in me that is more prone to I'm more susceptible to things like this, and I think we all are, but I don't know if we're all necessarily willing to take the plunge. Or I don't know, like maybe each and every one of you would have done exactly the same thing given the circumstance about the mirror transference of alternate self thing that I did. I don't know, but I just I might actually upload this to my YouTube channel. And this, I know I was saying I was going to get my creator kit and everything, and I wanted it to be professional, but that's not what it's about. It's about putting your story out there whenever it actually affects your life, and whenever it's something that hasn't happened to anybody else necessarily in that certain way. And I really think this could help people, and I want, that's all I want, is to help each other, and to get as much advice as I can, because it's become my life. This is my life, and I know it's all of yours too. And we think about it daily, sometimes multiple times a day, sometimes hundreds and thousands of times a day, with the synchronicity and the deja vu. But I love you for watching, and I love you if you're in Sweet Caroline at all, because you're all amazing people. You're all so creative. You're all so intelligent, and I think we're all cut from the same cloth by whoever the gamer in the sky / creator / god / Buddha / magical unicorn fairy man woman child, whoever that flies over us when we sleep. I don't know. Bye guys.